Buonasera, I'm your host Richard Novello for Italian Americans Midlife Crisis. Salve. Tonight we're going to open our program with a brief review of a film I recently saw, and that was Mel Gibson's newest film, Hacksaw Ridge. It was written by Andrew Knight, Robert Schenkin, and Randall Wallace. It's yet another brilliant and powerful film by Mel Gibson. This man is having an awesome career. As in all fine films, there are various storylines running through the film. One is a love story between a young man and a young woman. The next is a powerfully told story of the brutality, the evil, the savageness of war. And the third, which is the center of the film and the conflict, is the story of a young man whose powerful Christian faith will not permit him to kill. This young man is determined to enlist in the military to fight alongside of all those who were enlisting before World War II, but he will not kill. It is against the law of God. He will not carry a weapon. He will not touch a gun. And he will not touch a gun because of a memory he has of his father threatening his mother with a gun. This young man, as I said, is determined to enlist. And enlist he does. And the military quickly finds out that they have a problem on their hands. For during training he will not touch a gun, will not hold a weapon. He is beaten in the barracks by the very buddies he wants to fight alongside of without a weapon. He is ostracized by these very same buddies, and he is threatened with court-martial. But the strength and power of his faith will not be deterred. He will not kill. He wants to save lives. The resolution of this conflict with the military is that the military will allow him to serve on the battlefields, on the front lines, as a medic. And so he does. And thus begins this powerful story. He will save the lives of 75 young men, one at a time, from behind enemy lines, under the fiercest battle conditions that you can imagine. When young men are dying, bloodied, torn apart, he will drag them, all wounded, one by one, and himself wounded, to safety. And his weapon will be a prayer to God. He will say, I beg you, God, just one more. Just one more, God. God, one more. And he will save 75 young men. He will carry throughout his service a small Bible that his girlfriend gave him, whom he subsequently will marry, and that will be the source of his strength. It's a powerful, powerful film. The young man, Desmond T. Doss, was born in Lynchburg, Virginia, on the 9th of February, 1919, and he would pass away on March 23rd, 2006. It would take the amazing talents of Mel Gibson to bring his life to the screen. After the film, I was sitting there just trying to collect myself when various verses from the New Testament came to mind. I couldn't remember them all, and I had to go back and look them up. And one came from Luke, from chapter 17, verse 19. And it reads, Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief, amen, I say to you, if you will have faith like the grain of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it shall move, and nothing will be impossible for you. The next verse was from Matthew 5:11-12. And sometimes I think these two verses refer to Mel Gibson. Blessed are you when they shall revile you, and persecute you, and speak all that is evil against you untruly for my sake. Be glad and rejoice, for your reward is great in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets that were before you. Mel Gibson is an amazing talent, and you know that they tried to destroy him in Hollywood and those collaborators from the media, but they couldn't. Mel Gibson is back like gangbusters. If you're a movie buff and love brilliant direction, fine acting, and there is fine acting in this film, the love story between a young man and a young woman, and want to see the strength and power of the Christian faith in action, go see Mel Gibson's Hacksaw Ridge. You won't be disappointed.